front desk of Joy FM.
It will be worth celebrating.
Good morning, Mr. Acquah.
Yeah, good morning.
You are serving a living God.
A living God, a great, great living God. And we are waiting upon the Lord.
Yes.
In fact, we are breaking the 8.
Drive Doctor sent me this one. He says, we the blue shirt magicians are greeting all of you from Kumasi.
Yes.
7 is the number.
Brilliant.
Blue. Now we wait upon the Lord.
Yes, we are waiting upon the Lord. Breaking the 8. Yeah.
Just remember that the Presbyterian Church of Ghana made this possible.
Success has a lot of friends.
Yes. I saw the tweet actually from the church. But
Success has a lot of friends.
We are the source.
Brilliant. As the first do that actually put it together at the level.
Kwame Jantua says, Churchill, be careful.
Yeah.
And I'll be the first to pond you. Kwame, did you go to Adisada or Pope? Which of them?
I think it was actually Adisada rather.
Kwame Jantua.
Yeah.
You went to Adisada. Okay, you are the ones threatening to pond me.
Yes.
I see a lot of messages. Okay, let's continue. Adisco boys are angry.
Before we continue,
they were not even close.
There are some people that you need to acknowledge. Last night, I actually saw Nana B's status. Nana B was celebrating last year. This year, he put up some notes. NSMQ. Yeah, we are here for a fair day.
All is vanity.
Yes.
Let's get into our Drive Safe campaign now. It's brought to us by Joy News and Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Ghana Company Limited, Toyota Superior Quality and Imperial General Assurance, solid protection. So start by inspecting your vehicle's headlights and turn signals. Be sure that both front and rear headlamps are working properly and visible enough a couple of yards away. That's how to ensure your safe arrival.
Let's now learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Something must be done. You say either, I say.
Numbers are some of the most frequently used words in the English language. They are also some of the most frequently mispronounced words in the English language. Let's deal with a few of them this morning. It's 3, not tray. It's 6, not 6. It's 11, not 11. It's 12, not 12. And instead of 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90, let's say 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. There you go. Now I know if I give you a say it right test on numbers, you will score 100. That's 100, not 100.
Right, so that's how you say it, right? And what are you saying is what?
It's 7, not 7. But you can say it the way you want if you.
You know there isn't the v sound is not in Akan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what are you suggesting?
Oh, you know
that some people cannot say.
No, when you do contrastive analysis, they say difference is equal to difficulty. What is not in your language is difficult for you.
Yes.
L is difficult for Akans.
Some.
Yeah.
Oh yes, some Akans, but generally there's no L in Akan. It's only used in free variation amongst the people of Gomoa in the central region. Yes.
All right. Well, listen, let's jump into the newspaper review. Before that, you can grab your ticket for the Adum Praise at Old First National Bank. Just enter the bank and tell them that you want a ticket to Adum Praise and you will get it. You can also get a ticket here at the front desk of Joy FM. The newspaper review brought to you by Enterprise Life's Family Income Security Plan. Enterprise, your advantage. Access Bank, Modern Banking, and Compute Ghana. Passion for technology. And Raymond says he has just one headline.
Yeah, there are other headlines, but the Daily Graphic has the biggest story, which is in full glory on page 16.
We know
but
already.
A bit of that. Okay, it says here NSMQ 2022. Presec now 7-time champions. If you give me the opportunity, I'll.
No, you don't have the opportunity.
Okay, sorry, forgive me. Let me move on.
Oh no, you can.
Yeah, but I mean, we all know what happened. We all know that the likes of. Let me put the story properly. The likes of Kwaku Owusu-Aboagye was roaming in this building saying that some schools are born to win and equalize. They know better. Kumasi Presec will win. But, I mean, people knew for sure that was not going to actually work out. The 7 was delivered big time. as of the time we went into the radars, the green shirts were quiet. I thought they had left.
Okay, Raymond Acquah, thank you very much. Thanks very much for talking about the 7.
Yeah.
Let's get on to the phone line.
And the 8 coming.
And speak to a man who can only talk about 3 for now. Because his school is, I think, 3-time champion because he went to St. Peter's. He's Member of Parliament for Swami. And also the Majority Leader in Parliament. And Minister in charge of Parliamentary Affairs, Osei Che Mensah Bonsu. He's joined us on the phone because the Majority Caucus issued a statement concerning the calls by some members of the caucus to have the finance minister sacked or resign. And good morning, Honorable Osei Che Mensah Bonsu.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. So I can see the statement issued by the Majority Caucus and a bit of a clarification here. So has it been agreed now that after the appropriation bill has been passed, the finance minister would cease to be finance minister? Is that the agreement?
The excuse me, sorry. I'm legislating this house. I'm sorry. Sorry. The talk of what you said, the question of the caucus have had a meeting with the media and articulated those sentiments that the finance minister must be asked together with the supporter, the Minister of State at the military. The caucus met on that matter and aligned with the request from their colleagues. In that case, it became a caucus agenda, no longer the agenda of the group within the caucus. It was on that basis that we had a meeting with the president. And the outcome of the meeting, after the president had spoken to the caucus, was that we should carry until the negotiations with the IMF are over, and then the budget has been presented. So we had a meeting, and after, when the president made a request, we reclined since we consider it a focus and reported to the president the decision. And after the event, we had to draft a statement to that effect. So that is the outcome of the engagement.
So, just by way of clarification, is it the case that after the IMF negotiations are done, budget presented and approved, you would raise the matter again, or automatically the president will then decide to either ask the finance minister to resign or he be fired?
I think the release speaks first of that we expect the president to act on the demand of the caucus after these events.
And in acting on the demand, you expect the finance minister to either resign or be sacked. That's the expectation of the caucus.
I've indicated that the content of the release speaks itself.
That is your expectation, but is that what you gather from the president's discussions with you?
The president, as I said, on the basis of the prayer of the caucus, the president, when we met, related to where we are and the effect or the impact of any demand at this material for the counter of the finance minister, the impact on the negotiations, and also generally on the economy, especially the fiscal thing, and also on the crafting the budget that is being done now. So that was, and we see that's the first of the first. And we go.
Sorry, but we're losing you at this point. If you could kindly speak up a bit for us. Hello, Honorable Chairman Sabonsu. We're losing you at this point. If you could kindly reposition yourself and maybe speak up a little bit for us. But the concern within the Ghanaian public is, why should... Yes, hello, if you can hear me.
Uh-huh.
The concern within the Ghanaian public today is, why should the preparation of a budget and an IMF negotiation be the barrier in having the finance minister leave? Because these are things that have broadly been agreed by the economic management team and cabinet. So why should that prevent the minister from leaving?
I've indicated to you that the engagement with the president, he related to the extent of the discussions with the IMF that the first phase or the first round of the negotiations would like to come to the conclusion next week. And the prayer of the president was that if you consider where we've gotten to, and if at this stage, one would expect the IMF officials to be with us next week to conclude the first phase, whether at this material moment it will not be helpful to the negotiating that are being. And the introspection was done on this matter. Of course, the conclusion that will be arrived at would factor into the budget, and that was the other issue that the President drew attention to. And in that regard, appeals to his own, should I say, subject, colleagues in the party, and who are just included in his government.
The action of the majority caucus is like a vote of no confidence in the finance minister. So with what authority and credibility would he be negotiating with the IMF when his own party members and their MPs say, sack him?
Can you come again on the question?
I'm saying that the action of the majority caucus is a vote of no confidence in the finance minister. So on what authority and credibility would he be negotiating with the IMF when his own party members of parliament say he should be fired by the president?
It is exactly this consideration that was brought to the fore by the president, that given where we are.
Yeah, but hasn't he lost the credibility now that you've called for his sack?
The accelerated pedal for us to conclude this matter. I agree with you that certainly it will have some effect. But if we push now, perhaps it could be much more satisfactory for the whole enterprise, which is why the members have acceded to the request. Now, what has happened has already happened. I think that we should look forward now.
But let me just ask you, I mean, if I asked you to negotiate with a man whose own followers have passed a vote of no confidence in, how would you feel arguing with that, negotiating with such a person?
Well, the vote of no confidence has not been passed yet. I mean, you could say that it's a declaration of intent, but certainly it's not been passed yet. And that's why I'm saying that what has happened has happened. Let's move on.
And in moving on, you think that he's still the right man to lead the negotiations?
Come again on that?
Now, let's move on. Let's move on to another issue. Let's move on to another issue. Because you say you'll challenge the Speaker's ruling on Sarah Adwoa Safo.
Yes.
How do you intend to challenge that?
Well, within the confines of Parliament, you could file a motion to challenge the ruling, inviting the Speaker to review his own ruling. And so we apply ourselves to the relevant recourse and see how it goes. But clearly, the Speaker, what he did yesterday, has been given two contradictory rulings on the same subject. On the day of referral, he said to us that when, after the referral and the committee has considered the matter that he had referred to them, they should encapsulate their findings in a report. And he said the report, when it comes to be submitted to Parliament, will not be subject to the consideration, any consideration by Parliament, except to vote on it. Consider it. But in other words, Parliament cannot.
Hello, Honorable. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, I expressed my disagreement with him on that occasion when he said that when he referred the matter to the Privileges Committee and indicated something that after they submit their report will not be subject to debate, but Parliament will vote on it. As I told him that what he was saying is not based on the Constitution or even our orders. Yesterday, the second ruling that he came to deliver, he said it is right that the committee submit its report to Parliament for Parliament to debate it and vote on it. Two conflicting rulings on the same subject matter. My fundamental disagreement is that Article 97(1) is clear that the determination of the matter should be done by the committee. And once the committee does the determination, that's the end. It does not lie with plenary to reconsider either to adopt the report or not to adopt the report. In which case, the determination now is being given to plenary, to the House. That is not the intention of the Constitution. It's not the meaning of Article 97(1)(c). The Speaker alluded to Article 177(1), which provides that the committee responsible for finance can, after listening to the Minister of Finance, in the event that an urgent matter arises where there's no provision in the budget, to allow the Finance Minister to make some withdrawals from the contingency funds. We try to make a distinction that in that case, the no referral is given to the Finance Committee. The Minister of Finance approaches them directly. So, in that case, whatever report that they do may not be debated in the House.
Okay.
He tried to make a detention. The Speaker himself, in the same ruling, has said that all committees must report to Parliament, and Parliament should have a say in the report that they bring, because committees are creatures of Parliament. And yet he made a distinction between the two.
Okay.
Now, there's a third one, Article 106, Clause 13. There, that is, if you follow the Speaker's reasoning, in Article 106.13, which empowers relevant committees to declare bills that are referred to them as urgent or otherwise, the referral is made in plenary to the committee. And yet then, the determination is made by the committee. And never has there been a case where, after a determination on that matter, Parliament takes over, that is, plenary takes over, to debate the propriety or otherwise of a committee having determined a bill to be urgent.
Okay.
So again, what's ruling that again is flawed. That is why I said it has no standing as far as the constitutional provisions are concerned. We shall challenge it.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Osei Chairman Sabonsu, for joining us. We're very grateful that you made time to join us this morning. For the sake of time, we'd have to cut short this interview and go for the BBC News, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us and